Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodesh. Double honors to my apostles, a great millstone, peace and salutation to the hopeful members of the elect, the Bachayim, the house of David, that has been preordained, predestined to get delivered in these last end times and to be the ruling governing body of the nation, Yasha'Allah. Now, I want to go into a lesson on proof that the Israelites, particularly the northern kingdom, went into the Assyrian captivity. I was on a live yesterday with brothers on a TikTok, and a clown, a scoffer, Jake, saying that there's no proof that the Israelites went into Assyrian captivity. Okay, when there is proof. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long. You know how Jake has a short attention span. I'm just going to hit a few points. All right, but this is number one: biblical evidence of the Assyrian exile. Okay, the Bible records that the northern kingdom of Israel, which are the Latinos and Native Americans today, and we also been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, which consisted of the 10 tribes, was conquered by the Neo-Assyrian Empire under King Tiglath-Pileser III, 745 to 727 BCE, and King Shalmaneser V. All right, I believe that's V is what is that in the Roman numeral? Slovakia, because that's not. I don't know why I just said V, but V is really let me see. V is V represents 5. So Shalmaneser this one's the 4th. So or King Tiglath-Pileser the 3rd, Slovakia, and King Shalmaneser the 5th. All right, which I believe Tiglath. That's actually Shalmaneser's. He's the grandfather, I believe. Okay, let me see if I can look that up real quick. I'm not gonna go too long into it. Yeah, grandchild, Sennacherib. Okay, Shalmaneser the 5th. That's his son. Okay, he had 2 sons, Sargon the 2nd and Shalmaneser the 5th. Now remember that name Sargon, because we're actually gonna see it when I get the proof. Okay, one of the proofs. But Sennacherib was his grandchild. Shalmaneser the 5th was his son. Okay, 727 BC to 722, with final destruction and exile occurring under King Sargon the 2nd, 722 and 705 BC. All right, you have scriptures right here. 2 Kings 15 verse 29. Tiglath-Pileser the 3rd invaded and took captives from the northern kingdom. Okay, let me see if I can get that actually real quick. What was that? 2 Kings 17. What was that? 17 verse or 15? 15 verse 29. Right, and it says, in the days of Pekah, king of Israel, came Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and took Ijon and Abla Beth Maachah and Janoah and Kadesh and Hazor and Gilead and Galilee. Right, these are Israelites, all the land of Naphtali, and carried them captive to Assyria. Okay, and I believe there's another one in First Corinthians or First Chronicles. All right, I'm gonna get to the good stuff. All right, you know how Jake is. Okay, and it's our history. Okay, don't it shouldn't be boring unto you. This is what happened to us. Hell, this was your ass being taken captive in your past life. You know. All right, First Chronicles, the 5th chapter, verse 26. And the Most High of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, and the spirit of Tilgath-Pilneser, king of Assyria, and carried them away, even the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Manasseh, and brought them unto Halah and Habor and Hara, into the river Gozan unto this day. Right, they were the first to be taken, actually, Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh, because we were on the other side of the river of Jordan, and it just makes sense, you know. You take out the, the warrior tribes. All Israel is warriors, but the top three warrior tribes are Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh. All right, they were like your special ops, like your Green Berets, man. You know, you can see today with Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh. All right. So another scripture, 2 Kings 17:3-6. Shalmaneser the fifth laid siege to Samaria, and after 3 years the city fell. Right. 2 Kings 17, verse 23. It states that the Israelites were deported to Assyria and settled in Halah by the Habor, the river of Gozan, in the cities of the Medes. First Chronicles 5, verse 26. I already got that. Okay, so now these are the records, right? These are actual the historical records confirming the exile of us going into captivity. The annals of Tiglath-Pileser III, found on stone inscriptions. These records mention how he invaded Israel and took captives from various regions, including Naphtali, Gilead, and Galilee. Actually, I want to look that up. Okay, I just want to Google this real quick because I have some stuff here already, which we'll get into. Okay. Let me see if I can just image it. All right. Okay, let me see. Let me see what this is. Scrolling through this. Slocky, bear me for 1 second. It says Tiglath-Pileser III has significant interactions with the kings of Judah and Israel, which are recorded in scripture as well as in Assyrian inscriptions. He seems to have been actively involved with the politics of the southern Levant. Right, so this is what it is, right? Right. Let me see. What was it at? Right here. You know. So in these inscriptions, you're gonna see the Israelites being mentioned, all right, the northern kingdom. Okay. You have Annals of Sargon II. These detail how he completed the conquest of Samaria in 722 BCE and deported 27,290 Israelites to various regions in the Assyrian Empire, right, which confirms 2 Kings' 17th chapter. The Nimrud prisms, Assyrian cuneiform. These describe how Israelites were relocated into different parts of the empire, the Assyrian Empire, to prevent them from rebelling. Right. I'm going to get that, actually. I'm going to get that because I have that. Okay. This is it. All right. Right here. The inscriptions. All right. And it says the repopulation of Samaria. I repopulated Samaria more than before. So all this is on here. It's written down. I brought it people from countries conquered by my hands. I appointed my eunuch as governor over them, and I counted them as Syrians. Right, so he was making like a type of like a metropolis, you know, like a city, like a melting pot city. All right. It says the king of Assyria brought people from Babylon, and he settled them in the towns of Samaria in place of the Israelites. Okay. You see? So again, we'll read it again. It says repopulation of Samaria. So I repopulated Samaria more than before, right? So Samaria was obviously an Israelite city before, all right, inhabited by Israelites of the northern kingdom. Okay, and then he took us out, you know, put us in captivity. So he repopulated that city, bringing all different types of people from all over. Okay, creating like again like a metropolis, like melting pot type of city, you know. And those people, remember, hey, the woman at the well, you know, that's most likely her people. They came from that, okay, but they weren't the Israelites, okay. No, they were people from those different countries that the Assyrian king, okay, he brought them over there, okay. Again, what king was it? It was what king was it? Was it Sargon? Right. It says the Nimrud prison commemorates Sargon's rule after boasting on of how he deported and resettled Israelites in the midst of Assyria. Sargon claims that I repopulated Samaria more than before. I brought into it people from countries conquered by my hands. I appointed my eunuch as governor over them, and I counted them as Assyrians. Right. Following this reconquest in 720 BCE, Sargon deported 27,290 people. In 716 BCE, the king captured Median territory, an event that probably occasioned another deportation of Israelites to the city of the Medes. Right, Jacob was being, scattered through those lands. Sargon's deportations were bidirectional. He explicitly claims to have repopulated Samaria with deportees from other nations. Right. You see? And again, that land of Samaria, that was our land, okay? Inhabited by the northern kingdom of Israel. So this is it, the inscriptions of all that being said on here, okay? Now, I can't read ancient Assyrian, but that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna get another one. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the Black Obelisk of Shalmaneser the Third. Now this one is interesting, right? Depicts King Jehu of Israel paying tributes to the Assyrians, proving that Israel was under their control before exile. Okay. Now, here it is, right here. Wow. Come on. This thing want to play now. Don't play now. There you go. So look at this. See? Remember, depicting King Jehu paying tribute are the Israelite king. So these are Israelites right here that you're looking at. And you can tell because look at the bottom fringes. They're carrying like a horn, you know, and all types of other things, all right, to pay tribute. Okay, you know, you might look like this individual has braids, all right, cornrows, okay, with beards on their face. You see, look, these look, they got the fringes on them, man. Even up top right here, you can see the fringes. These are Israelite men. Okay, with the head wraps. Yeah. All right, this is the Black Obelisk of Shalmaneser the Third. Okay. Who again, they put us in captivity. All right, the Assyrian Empire put the Northern Kingdom in captivity, starting with Tilgath Pileser. All right, the third, and then Shalmaneser. Okay. Um, Sargon. Okay. And Shalmaneser the fifth. All right, yeah, Shalmaneser the third, and then Shalmaneser the fifth, who Shalmaneser the third. All right, let me correct myself. He didn't put us in captivity, but again, actually, let me look that up. Shalmaneser the third, 824 BC. Right. So this is way before, because we went in slavery and captivity under the Assyrians in 724 All right, 720. Really starting around 727 BC. All right, so Shalmaneser. Okay, we were just paying tribute unto him because the last king of Israel was King Hosea. All right, of the northern kingdom, Ephraimite. So King Jehu. Let me see. Let's see what year period he lived. All right, 842 to 814 BCE. Okay, that's when he reigned. Jehu's reign is generally dated to 842 to 814. Okay, so let me correct myself. The kings that put us ultimately in captivity was, it said, Tilgath Pileser, all right, the third. Then you had Shalmaneser the fifth, and Sargon the second. All right, he was the one that finished it off. I get the last remaining. It said even to like 705 BC, but the majority of Israel was already gone by like 724, 722, 720 BC. The majority was long gone. All right, started with Tilgath. Again, First Chronicles, the fifth chapter. He took Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh, and then when Shalmaneser came in play, all right, he ultimately took the whole bulk of whole bulk of the northern kingdom. All right, that's when King Hosea was ruling. All right, the last king of Israel. Okay, you see, so that's some history. So again, so that picture you just saw, that's when we were paying tribute, long before we went into captivity ultimately. All right, around what did it say? What year did I say? 820. Let's see, what year was that? 820. Shalmaneser the third died in 824 BC. So the black obelisk of Shalmaneser the third created 827 to 824 BC. Okay, and we went to captivity in like you know 727 BC. That's when it eventually started. Starting with the warrior tribes, Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh. But ultimately, the whole majority went into captivity 722, 720 BC. All right, 722 to 720 BC. Okay, that's when the majority went into captivity. All right, so that's some history for you. Okay, that's some history. Hopefully, I wasn't all over the place. Hopefully, it makes sense. All right, so we can get some more. Where did the 10 tribes go? The Bible, 2 Kings 17, verse 6 says they were relocated to Halah, Habor, a region near the Euphrates, the cities of the Medes, modern Iran. Okay, the Behustan inscription, Persian, the 6th century, mentions exiles from Israel living in Media and Persia. Okay, right. So again, just reading these. When the Neo-Assyrian Empire was ruling. Okay, when the this is Neo-Assyrian Empire under King Tiglath-Pileser III, 745 to 727 BC, and the King Shalmaneser V, 727 to 722 BC. All right, again, he was the one to really, Shalmaneser, he was the one that really got the bulk of Israel and put us into captivity. The northern kingdom, I should say. All right, with the final destruction and exile under King Sargon II, Shalmaneser the fifth's brother, 722 to 705 BC. All right, he was the one that ultimately finished the job, get everybody out of there, and bring in those, the inhabitants of other countries to those lands. All right, remember it says in the Nimrud prison. Okay, he was mentioning that. Let me see if I can find that again. Okay, right. Him deporting 27,290 people. Okay. right? And he repopulated Samaria more than before. Okay, so he was bringing in a lot of heathens into the land of Samaria, into our land to fill in, you know, our land. Okay, Sargon the second. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. All right, some history. All right, with that, hey, shalom.